Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing something so exciting. We are taking this dresser and converting it into a TV stand. So if you want to see how we take this and make it look like this, stay tuned. So here the dresser has already been cleaned and Jeremy is basically cutting the boards to go inside that door that you see on the front. We're going to take that off and place those boards in there so we have like something for my baskets and my DVD player to sit on. And so now I'm going to sand the top of it just to smooth it out and a little bit around the dresser. I must say this was a really fun project. This was like our first home project, I should say, that we've done together. And I loved it. We worked really well together and we were bouncing ideas off of each other and it just came together so well. So I am glad that I came up with the idea of having like a restoration project. We found this dresser at the Goodwill for like $35. And Jeremy spotted it and he was like, what do you think? And so I just started bouncing ideas to him and he was on board. He was like, let's do it. So it went from there. Okay, here I am just removing the handles from the dressers. And I decided to put different handles on there. We went and searched for handles, but we didn't find anything that really caught our attention. And so Jeremy had the idea of attaching rope on the front of it and put a bead in the middle. And so he came up with that idea and I made it happen. And you'll see it towards the end how it turned out. It was so relaxing just sitting there painting. Like at this point the sun was setting and I don't know if I mentioned it before, I don't think I did, but we were having a kid-free weekend. And so, you know, here and there me and Jeremy was having conversation, but most of the time we were kind of quiet and just, you know, focused on what we were doing. And it was amazing. Like I couldn't complain one bit. This project was so fun. I literally cannot wait to the next project. So let me know down in the comments, have you ever done this before? Like taking a dresser and turning it into a TV stand or any other project that you've done that you're proud of? I'd love to get more ideas. And I do want to remind you guys that I do have an Instagram account. So if you want to follow me, go on over to By Faith Waits Creates on Instagram because I'll love to have you over there. So I just want to share with you guys how good God is. As I mentioned before, we had a kid-free weekend, and I had been wanting a TV stand before the holidays rolled around, before I started decorating and everything. And I just sat back and watched like this whole weekend how God just marked things off my list that I had been desiring or I had been talking to him about. He just marked them off one by one, and it just reminded me to continue to be patient and wait on him, because his timing is the best timing. And when God presents whatever it is that you're wanting, it's going to blow your mind and be bigger than you ever expected it to be. So just continue to wait on him and be patient and seek him in all things. And believe me, you'll be sitting right in front of it before you know it. So I'm going to show you how I made the handles for the doors. I basically measured out 2 pieces of rope. I measured it on the doors, going from each hole that's on the door of how low I want it to hang. And then I take the 2 ropes and I put 1 bead on one of the ropes. And then I hold them together as I twist one side. And then I do the same for the other side. Then once I do that, I kind of unravel one of the strings, and it unravels to like about 3 strings. And then I take 2 of the strings and knot them together to hold it in place. And basically I do that on both sides, and I keep knotting till it looks like one big knot. And I'm just wrapping around each other, just knotting. So it's not on top of knots, but it looked like it's weaved together once it's done. And one tip I want to give is sometimes one of your strings may be short, or a couple of them may be short, because I ran into that. And so I would take my 2 longer strings, and before I tied the knot, I would tuck the shorter knots underneath it so it wouldn't peek out. Here I just took a cigarette lighter and burned the ends, and it kind of sealed it and kept it from being all stringy. So this is the fun part. Everything's coming together. We had done our second coat, and it had dried all the way, and so we had put the drawers in, and now we are attaching the doorknobs. And I'm sorry it's so shaky. My 9-year-old was filming, and she was super excited about that I was letting her do it. But yeah, so basically I cut one of the strings off the spool, and before I had mentioned that they separated into 3 pieces when you unraveled the rope. And so I took one of the 3 pieces and I stuck it through the hole. It also helped when I stuck the piece through the hole, I folded it in half where the side that looked looped was inside the drawer, and then the rest of it dangled out, the 2 strings, as I was tying the knot. And then when you're done tying the knot on one side, on the outside of the drawer, then go back in and tie your big knot in the inside and separate the loop. And so it'll be 2 pieces, and you tie your knot really, really tight and big so it doesn't come through the hole. I hope this makes sense, guys. But if it doesn't, feel free to ask any questions in the comments below. So I am going lightly with the steel wool, distressing the furniture. And this is my first time doing this, and I just loved how it turned out. It looks very antique-ish and just that used like finish that I was looking for. Well, there you have it, guys. It's all done. When I say I love the way this turned out, and just being able to add some decor items and make it really pop. So I'm so glad that y'all joined me today. And if you want to see more videos like this, please let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you a part of my YouTube family. Hey, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified. Be blessed, y'all.